Yes! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go, bro! When I found out that I got ABB in my mouth, I thought I was screwed, fam. I was like, in my head, I was almost certain that I would be going UCL. I went home, I had a talk with my mum, and that talk with my mum changed my mentality. You have to believe that you're that guy. You have to believe that you're unbeatable, that you can do anything. You can't limit yourself or say that you can't do something because of past results. You know what I'm saying? And this leads me onto my first tip. YouTube was good, man. It's your boy Spencer, man. In this video, I'm going to be telling you guys how you can bounce back after doing bad in like mock exams. Alright? Let's get straight into it, man. Let's go. Like, I understand the feeling of doing bad in exams. Like in my mock, like obviously for Cambridge, right? I had to achieve A in my actual A levels to get in. And in my mocks, which took place in March, I got ABB. And I can't lie, after I got ABB, in my head I was like, I'm going UCL. I was like I'm going UCL, fam. But after having a talk with like my mum, right? Like my mum taught me that you can't give up. You actually can't give up, fam. You can't give up. Like, you can't settle because of past outcomes. Like, cause once you think that you can't do something, that's when it's over. In my head, I was almost certain that I would be going UCL. After talking with my mum, I decided that I can't be a bitch. I have to stop being lazy. I have to stop with all of the other stuff I was doing and focus solely on studying to meet my offer. In my head, I was like, if I don't get into Cambridge, I die. So I forced myself to do everything it takes, to do whatever it takes to get into Cambridge. And somehow I managed to pull through from ABB to A in biology, chemistry, and maths. And this leads me on to my first tip, which is you have to make sure that you believe that you can do well. Even if you get BBB, fam, in your head, if you want to bounce back and get like AAA or more, you first have to believe that you can do well. Because no one else is going to believe in you. Maybe your mum will, but no one else around you in your social circle might believe in you. Like, you have to make sure that you yourself can believe that you can do well. My G, I got ABB, and I came out with A star. I know people that got ABB in the exam, and they decided that they wouldn't be able to get A AA or more. And then they missed the Oxford offer, which was A AA. So number one, you have to believe that you can do well, because mentality is everything. If you don't believe that you can bounce back, then that's where you screwed up. You have to be willing to do whatever it takes to reach your goals. You have to do whatever it takes, man. I started putting in 6 hours every day, bro. I cancelled gym. You have to be willing to do whatever it takes, fam. And it's gonna be hard to bounce back, I can't lie. It's gonna be very hard. But if you have it in you, if you have the drive and the motivation and the discipline to do well, then you should be good, bro. So number one, you have to make sure that you have the right mentality. You have to make sure that you believe that you can do well, alright? But if you don't, then like if you're depressed and you're just like, oh, I got ABB, I can't do well, then obviously you're not gonna do well. You know what I'm saying, G? So yeah, number one, make sure you have the right mentality. Number two, you have to remove all distractions. The reason why you fell off, the reason why you did bad in these mocks, like everything happens for a reason. Everything that you did in the past led up to that moment of you doing bad in the exams. So for you to bounce back, you have to remove all distractions. Stop playing video games. I already said this before in my past videos, but you have to stop playing video games. Stop going out to the town centre with your boys or whatever. Stop wasting time, bro. After school, go to the library or go home. Stop wasting time outside, bro. We can't afford to waste time, I can't lie. If you want to bounce back, you can't afford to waste time. You can't afford to waste time, fam, if you want to bounce back. Stop wasting time, fam. Alright, remove all distractions if you want to do well. You have to dedicate as much time as possible to studying. If you want to bounce back properly, like if you want to jump like 2 grades up, like from a B to like an A star or something, you have to dedicate as much time as possible to studying. Imagine, people want to bounce back, but then they don't want to remove distractions, man. Like, come on, what is that, bro? Number 3, you have to study. You have to study, bro. Like, after I found out that I got ABB in my mock, and when I decided that I wanted to stop being a bitch and actually grind and try and meet the Cambridge offer, I went all out on studying. And I said previously, I was doing 6 hours every day. I made sure that, cause with biology, right? Biology has 8 topics. It has 4 AS topics and 4 A2 topics. I already mastered the AS topics in year 12, and I already had all of the flashcards for that. I already mastered year 12 content. But it was the year 13 content that I got complacent on. Biology has 4 A2 topics that you cover in year 13. I got a B in biology in my mocks. So when I decided that I wanted to get an A star in biology, I made sure that I would cover 1 topic in a day. I would dedicate 1 day to cover 1 topic in biology. And since there's 4 topics in biology, I covered all of the A2 topics in biology in 4 days. And then from there, it's just doing flashcards and understanding and memorizing the content. So I went all out, bro. Cause you have to do exam papers as well. That's the thing. Like, we don't have time. That's what I'm saying. We don't have time, bro. So I made sure that I would cover 1 topic in biology a day, so that at the end of 4 days, I covered all of the A2 content. And then from there, I would do flashcards and I would do exam questions. And that's how I banged out an A star, fam. You have to dedicate a lot of time, fam. Most of you are doing 3 or 4 A-level subjects. If you're doing 3 A-level subjects, in 30 days, if you dedicate enough time, you can definitely go through the whole. You can go through all of year 13 content, definitely. And you don't necessarily have to go through everything. Go through your weak points and make them your strengths. Unless you're bad at everything, in that case, go through everything. But if you're not bad at everything, go through the topics that you struggle on and turn them into your strengths. Like, we don't have time to waste, bro. You have to go all out on studying, fam, if you want to bounce back. We don't have time to waste, alright? It's currently April. It's the Easter holiday for you guys, man. I'm gonna make a video on how to plan out your revision during the Easter holidays. But right now you're in the Easter holiday, right? Bang out as much studying as you can. Do 6 hours every day if you want to bounce back. Make sure to get all of your flashcards done. Then by the time you go back to school, you're just doing exam questions. Dedicate 6 hours every day, and you'll bounce back. Alright. And number 4, make sure by the time that exam comes, you've done all of the past papers available. I did all of the past papers available from 2004. So I did the old specification and I did the new specification. My G, I remember in biology, I got a D one time, bro. I got a D one time. So I got a D in paper 2, I think. Like I got ABD. Yeah, I got ABD or ADB, and then that made my average a B in the mocks. I got a D in biology in one of the papers. I did all of the exam papers after, from 2004 onwards. I came out with an A star. I'm cold, man. Do all of the exam papers ever set by your exam board, and you'll come out with an A star. That is how you bounce back. I gave you everything, bro. I gave you everything. Now it's down to you if you want to put in the work and actually grind and do well. It's down to you, bro. If you want to mess out your uni offer and go to like your second choice, do that. But if you wanna meet your first choice, and if you wanna be the best that you can, and if you don't wanna let anyone down, I've given you everything. Now it's just down to you to apply it and actually put in the work, bro. If you grind, you'll succeed. If you do nothing, you'll stay the same, G. Stay cold, man.